catch up with some of high demand on these engine builds. So we're going to get this 3D3 Mopar ready for the, it's on the test stand, so we're going to get it ready to run today. So just join me as I build this thing out. First thing, we'll get a starter on it. Get a starter on it, and then we can crank the engine over. Just use like a late 90s Dakota V8 starter. All right, this should crank over with the battery and everything right now. All right. One step closer. Get a drill hooked up. All right, so we're gonna get this primed up. So just a few key things. Pretty sure I got everything handled here. I got about 5 quarts of oil in it. Now I'm waiting on a dipstick tube. That's not gonna matter right now. Oil pump is filled with oil, and ground, Dakota battery, or starter I mean, interstate battery. I've got my remote switch, although I can run it from here, but on this big block Mopar I have to stand over there to run the drill, and I'm by myself, so I'm going to put everything over on this other side of the engine here. So here's my gauge. Actually hang it right here. There's my gauge, my switch, so I can hold the drill with one hand, run the starter button with one hand. And the reason I have to turn the engine over is the camshaft, this oil passage right here, goes right to the main bearings, and it goes through the camshaft journal, and the camshaft has one hole in it. And so as the camshaft turns, it feeds oil to one bank of the engine. So you have to turn the engine over accordingly. So let me get this camera set up here. Maybe we can watch it as the oil comes up for the first time. All right, so let's see how this goes here. Also on a big block Mopar, the oil pumps and distributor spin counterclockwise. Okay, we've already got pressure here. All right, so it's already filling up the lifter passages. You can see it pushing some air out there. And we need to bump this engine over to get the camshaft oilers lined up. Oops, I'm gonna turn the battery on. Oh, right there. I don't know if you can see this coming out. So that means I got one of the oilers lined up. There it goes. All right, so we know we have oil on this side. It looks like we started to get oil on the other side there. There we go. Look at that oil coming out of there. Now in a Chrysler big block, the the rocker shaft right through here has oil passages right here. And this bolt hole feeds the entire rocker shaft. And this rocker shaft is symmetrical, so it could go on the other side. So this bolt hole and this bolt hole feed the entire cylinder head. So you can't see it because the bolt's in there, but if I took this bolt out, it would shoot oil clear across the shop. So right here is where the oil comes through. So that's really all it is. This engine is pre-lubed. So that's it for now. Take a view over here and then you can see the oil return. So all through the cylinder head, there's oil return areas. And you can see how it flows back down on top of the camshaft and back to the crankcase. Thanks for watching.